Harvey shutting down two of the country's largest ports. The Port of Houston and Corpus Christi handle about 14% of all shipping activity coming into the United States. That's according to the Department of Transportation. Joining us now on the phone is Sean Strawbridge, Port of Corpus Christi Deputy Port Director, Chief Commercial Officer. Sean, the ports have been offline since before the storm moved in to the Gulf Coast. What is the very latest you can tell us?
Well, today we still remain at Condition Zulu, which is the Coast Guard's status, which is closed. We are fully closed. We are working in recovery efforts with our federal partners, the United States Coast Guard and the United States Army Corps of Engineers. We were very fortunate as the storm passed just north of us, 20 miles north. If this storm had been 20 miles south, we would have a very different situation here. So while our damage is moderate to minimal, we need to get the channel open again so we can get the refineries operating again and get people back to work.
Do you have a timeline that you're working with? Can you give us any sense of when that might happen?
Well, we unfortunately are experiencing the unintended consequences of what's happening in Houston. Many of the resources, the recovery resources that we need are actually in Houston. And so a lot of that response has been delayed because crews and equipment that would normally come down here to help us have been delayed as those crews are obviously experiencing their own challenges up in the Houston area. So we are hopeful that we can get those resources here soon and we can get the channel open again. We're the fourth largest port in the country by tonnage. We've got 1 million barrels a day of refining capacity. We've got to get those transportation fuels back into the market so we can get the economy moving again.
Sean, what about getting resources from other areas other than the Houston region? What about resources from even those refinery companies, those refinery owners? Is that a possibility that you're looking at?
Well, our industry partners have most certainly brought all the resources that they have available to them to bear. The refineries themselves are ready to ramp back up. I've been on the phone with our 3 large refinery operators. They are ready to go. The holdup right now is we've got to get the channel surveyed and we've got to get it dredged. Because when these types of storms come in, they create a significant amount of silting, and we've got to get them dredged so those ships can get into the channel safely and we can begin to load cargoes and move product out to the other markets that we serve.
Sean, thank you so much for calling in this morning. Sean Strawbridge, best of luck to you and all those with whom you work and live in the Corpus Christi region. Corpus Christi, Texas, port operator. Thank you, Sean Strawbridge. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.